Hello, everybody. This is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO. And you all thought I forgot that today is what? It is Webinar Wednesday. Whoop, whoop. Yes, so we are going to let everyone join in. Again, welcome. This is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO, and I want to know, will webinars work in your business? And I get this question a lot. So let me just take a few moments for those of you all that are joining in. We are actually streaming on Periscope, YouTube, and only in the Profit Producers group. So if you are tuning in, please make sure that you introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you are from. I love to connect with my followers. If you are not following me, you can always find me at DE_Kesha on pretty much most of the platforms. So I'm not sure who's out there watching on YouTube, but we've got some people out there hanging out with us. So yes, welcome. Please be sure to share this out because this is very, very huge. As you guys know, as the COO, I focus mainly on operational infrastructure and setting up business processes for entrepreneurs. And recently, I started to help aspiring six-figure entrepreneurs to work on the 5 pillars, which you all know is based on understanding who your prospect is, understanding what platform you're going to use to build your business, what products you're going to sell. And then are you going to use an online educational platform, a portal, to actually deliver your content? And then what type of people will you have on your team to help you get your business to the next level, right? So that's kind of how I help the aspiring entrepreneurs. It's called the 5 pillars of building a profitable business. So hey, Felicia. Hey. Girl, you missed our Q&A session tonight. So I'll make sure I post the replay. Great content. We talked about developing content so that we can use the live streaming webinar platforms and our business, right? So a lot of times I get individuals that are speakers, coaches, authors, consultants, MLM, you name it, direct selling. I get several individuals and they ask the same question over and over again. Can I use webinars? Well, that's right, you did have to do church. Will webinars work in my business? So I want to ask you a couple of questions, okay? And you can let me know yes or no to these actual questions. And so I know I don't normally come on this time of day, but hey, y'all gonna hang out with me anyway, okay? So number 1, based on where you are in your business, do you educate and or empower people? Do you educate or empower people? That's what I want to know. If you educate, webinars are a great platform to educate your audience. And I'm going to talk to you about why, okay? I really literally have 3 reasons why webinars are great for you and your business, pretty much regardless what type of business. But here's kind of the premise as to whether or not you can answer the question, is it going to work for you, okay? All right. So number 1 is, do you educate or empower others in your business? Can I get a yes? Can I get a no? Right? That'll determine whether or not webinars will work for you in your business. Number 2, do you have a message or a story to share? I'm really excited because tomorrow marks 6 years. August, I think, look, I'm going to tell you tomorrow. I think tomorrow's 20th Sunday, 21, 22. Yes. So tomorrow marks 6 years, guys. 6 years that I turned in my pink slip and I walked away from my full-time job. And I embraced the role as a CEO. So August 24th, 2011, I actually gave my pink slip in and I've been running my business ever since. So, you know, that sometimes I tell that story. It's empowering to people. It's a motivator for people to keep going in their business and pursuing building their business, because this is what I do full time. And I'm able to support my family as a consultant, as a COO, virtually. And so I'm excited because I got to think about, I want to do something really, really special for my clients and for, hey, who's Kayla Sledge? Hey, Kayla, thank you so very much. Yeah, it's been six years. And I mean, honestly, thank you so very much. Like, seriously, it has not been an easy journey. There's been times where I had to suppress my brand so that I can learn the ins and out of not only being an entrepreneur, but hey, Doc, but actually the online business space. Oh, that's Kayla. I think that's my son's friend. That is so funny. Get off of here. So my son's friend is on my YouTube channel. But anyway, I love her. She's a cutie pie. Hey, babe. So yeah, I know. So we're gonna have a virtual party tomorrow to celebrate 6 years of full-time entrepreneurship in my business. I love you, boo. So thank you for sharing this out, Doc. I really appreciate that. Yes, Felicia, we're gonna have to party. And so number 3, do you have a product that you sell in your business? Do you have a product that you offer your clients in your business? 9 times out of 10, the answer, I hope, is yes. Yes, you are selling something, right? So if you have a product to sell, that's one of the greatest platforms that you can actually promote your products from. Hey, Marion, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. So, let me ask you another question. Does your product solve a problem? Does it solve a problem? This is hashtag Webinar Wednesday. We talk about all things webinars on Wednesdays. So make sure that you invite some of your followers. Make sure that you share this out, because if you are not using webinars in your business, you are leaving money on the table. And the Inner Circle members can tell you that I mean it when I say it. All right. So we were talking about this earlier today. Every time we turn on our camera, we do what? We make money. So webinars is just that much more important of why you should be doing them in your business. So yep. So the questions that I asked were, what? Do you educate or empower people in your business? Do you have a message or a story to sell? Do you have products that you offer in your business? Right? We make money. That's what I'm talking about. And does this product solve a problem? If you answer yes to any of those questions, then you should be using webinars in your business. Okay? Here is why. She said, oops. Here's why. Okay? Number 1, webinars are informational platforms. Some people, I know you hear me say this over and over again, but again, I tell you all the time, I'm going to repeat myself, because sometimes I might say it differently tonight that you just freaking get it, right? And you just schedule your webinar for 2 weeks out, okay? So if you have any questions, make sure that you ask them. I'll try my best to answer them while we are still live. But here's the number 1 thing. Webinars are informational platforms. Yes, they are. They are informational platforms. Let me tell you something. Do you all know this? 40,000 searches are done every second on Google. Let me repeat that. 40,000 searches are done every second on Google. That is 35 billion searches per day. 35 billion searches per day. What does that mean to you? If I tell you that people are searching online via Google 35 billion searches a day, does that not tell you that people are looking for information? People are looking for information. 40,000 searches every freaking second. So just imagine if you were to optimize your webinar to the keywords that they are actually looking for every single day. Okay? They are looking for answers. And I was telling one of my Inner Circle members earlier today, listen, you have the answers to their questions. You are the expert in your field. Okay? You have an innate gift and ability and expertise in whatever industry that you serve. And therefore, it is your responsibility to share that information that helps save somebody's life or save their business. And Felicia, I know that you are in the financial realm. So it's your responsibility to help people get financially fit. Coach, it's your responsibility to make sure that people have retention on their teams at the C-suite level. Am I talking to anybody today? Even if you're watching the replay, I want to know that I'm talking to you. Webinars give exposure. Okay. Oftentimes you hear me talk about live streaming, right? Let me tell you a little secret about the difference between live stream and webinars. And live streaming is a non-gated entry into your ecosystem. So when I say your ecosystem, that's your space, right? So we all have a space that we operate in. I've got my inner circle space, my profit producer space. Live streaming is a non-gated way to get to know DeKesha C. Williams, okay? However, that means that anybody at any given time can have access to your information. Anybody. On live streaming, anybody can join your live stream at any given time, right? There's no segmented audience. Like, listen, my daughter's friend, I think he's up there on FaceTime now, just jumped on my YouTube because they're watching YouTube. They probably saw a notification that I'm live on YouTube. They just joined. So anybody can freaking join your live stream. But let me talk to you a little bit about webinars. In order to get the webinar registration information or the link to your webinar, they have to register. People will pay you first with what? People will pay you first with that action, second with information, and then with money, right? Y'all remember that? If you take it out of that order, you cut your revenue by 80% every single time. What does that mean? People will first take action. They're going to fill out your form. They're going to give you their first name, their last name, their email address. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. So people will pay you first with action, information, and money, right? So they take action. They actually start, they visit your site. The information, they give you their phone number. They give you their email address. And as they go through their what? Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this last week? Their sequence, the sales sequence? I had too much fun last week talking about the sales sequence. If you haven't seen that video, I definitely want you to check out the talk about sales sequence in your business, okay? But as they go through your sales sequence, then webinars, whether or not webinars will work in your business based on the industry that you're in, is the topic for tonight's training, or the scope, right? So once they pay you with the action, the next they pay you with the information. Then as they go through your sequence of activities, those activities include webinars. They're going to pay you. That's the goal. Whether it's a tripwire, whether it's an actual program or product that you're selling on the back end side, okay? So webinars are a great way for exposure, because when they actually tune into your webinar, they've actually raised their hand and said, you know what, DeKesha, I specifically want the information that you're teaching about. I could be teaching specifically about how to outsource in your business. I could be teaching specifically how to utilize online membership portals in your business. I could be teaching you about what are the 4 main people that you need on your team in order to grow a successful online business. But when you opt in for that particular webinar, I know I've hit a nerve, right? So you are a greater candidate to buy the product that I'm selling, whether I'm selling it on the webinar or selling it in a discovery session, because you raise your hand. And that's what webinars do. It allows you to segment your list based on need, based on the problems that people, or the pain points that people are having in their business. Now, for some odd reason, we don't move in life or business until we are in pain, right? How many of you go to the doctor when you are in excruciating pain? Some of us try to bear that pain. You ever have a toothache, right? Being in business is like having a toothache. Sometimes it kind of wears at you, kind of hurts. It's like, ow, I got a toothache. Let me take an aspirin, right? But one day you wake up and that sucker shoots through a nerve and you like, whoo, I need a surgeon. I need a dentist. And that's what you are, right? Dr. Ruben West used to say this all the time. We are a surgeon on people's life and in people's business. And that's the truth of the matter, right? They're going to come to you when they are in like total pain. Felicia, they're going to come to you when they are in financial pain. Doc, they're going to come to you when they're in communication pain. They're going to come to me when they are in revenue pain. I'm just telling you the truth. And so what that does is it allows you to specifically build your list around the pain that they're having so that you can develop products and sell products based around that pain, right? You develop your products based on the solution that you have for them. Hopefully this is making sense for you. If it is, make sure you tap the screen, show some love, and share it out. All right. The last thing that I want to share with you before I get out of here is that webinars are profitable, right? One of the things that I shared earlier today is that I did a teaching earlier this year that has resulted in over $8,331 because a client has been with me consistently for the last 8 months. Okay. And so every time, basically every time I turn on the camera, yes, please make sure that you join our Profit Producers group, profitproducermovement.com. I am on Facebook. And you can follow me at facebook.com/DeKesha C. Williams is my page. So thank you. And you can follow me on pretty much any platform at DE_Kesha. But as I was saying, that webinars are very profitable. One of the things that I shared is that, and I think I'm going to do a training on this. I got to think about that. But in the last, in 21 days, I generated $15,000 and it was from webinars and live streams. Okay. And so every time I turned on the camera, somebody inboxed me. Somebody was able to join my list. Welcome Simply Yielded. Somebody joined my list. Somebody opted into a lead magnet. Somebody purchased a program, or somebody needed some freaking help. They were in pain. Okay. And so being able to, hey babe, how are you? Being able to position myself as an expert via the ungated community, right? Ungated. Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook live stream are ungated because, and I say they're ungated is because they don't, you don't have to share your information. You don't have to give me your phone number to get on my live stream. You just show up, right? But when you're on my webinar, it's a more intimate training. I actually go deeper into the trainings on my webinars. I share a little bit more information than I do on the live stream. That's why the webinars are more geared around certain problems, and we do deep dives. I haven't even gotten to the point where you have to pay for webinars, but that's a whole nother topic. Okay, so they are profitable. And so every time we do a webinar, some people choose to sell from them, and that's fine. However, you better offer a discovery session at the end of that broadcast. Okay. Can we say hashtag profit producers? So even if you don't sell, you don't feel comfortable selling from that platform. And here's some of the reasons why I would recommend that you don't sell. I mean, I would recommend, if you choose not, I don't want to say I recommend you don't sell, because I recommend that you sell. If you choose not to sell, let me make sure I choose my words correctly. If you choose not to sell, make sure that you offer them an opportunity to have a conversation with you. I use time trading. I use time trade to schedule appointments to get on my calendar. So if you are choosing not to sell from your platform, make sure you have a discussion or strategy session set up. Okay. I call them discovery sessions. I charge for strategy sessions. That's just me. So just to recap really quickly, and so our webinars, can you use webinars in your business? Do you educate and empower? Do you offer products? Do you solve a problem? Does your product solve a problem? And do you have a message or story to share? If you answer yes, then you should be using webinars. So I have a free gift for you. And let me see. Should have had this ready. If this is your first time doing a webinar, I have a webinar checklist that you can use. It's actually a guide that shows you how to conduct a 45-minute to 90-minute webinar. And let me pull it up real quick. And I'll give that gift to you just for joining me today. Somebody else is jumping on. All right, so I'm going to actually put the link in the group. My next broadcast, I'm going to try to go live tomorrow, just because tomorrow is my anniversary. I have been, let me see. Nope, I'm going to use that one. I've been self-employed in my company for 6 years, August 24th, 2011. So Doc, I'm actually going to send the link to you. If you can post this in Periscope, I would greatly appreciate it. I did not personalize this one, but I definitely want you guys to get the gift. So if you are watching on Periscope or YouTube, I want you to go over to profitproducermovement.com. If you're not watching the video live in the group, I've just posted the link. I sent it to you, Doc. So if you get it, if you can post it on Periscope, that would be great for those that are watching live, because I want you to get it too. If you're watching the replay, please visit us over at profitproducermovement.com, and you can get the free gift below the actual video, the training. Okay, any questions? Wow, it was 22/22. My daughter was born at 22/22 on February 22nd, 2000. Woo! I don't know if you guys are into numbers, but yeah. So any questions while we have a few minutes left? Otherwise, I'm gonna tell y'all, God bless you, good night. I have not set a time. Make sure you follow me. So make sure you follow me on Periscope. There you go. Love Periscope. Make sure you follow me so that you get notifications when I go live. Okay. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I did not forget hashtag Webinar Wednesday. I absolutely love webinars. We're actually planning on doing some launches next month. Number one is how to build a profitable online course. And I'm thinking about launching my outsourcing course. I'm teaching you how to build a profitable team. So we're going to do that in September. So stay tuned. We're going to be launching that very, very soon. So this is DeKesha Williams. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. This is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO, coming to you for hashtag Webinar Wednesday, giving away the gifts. So make sure that you tune in and celebrate my anniversary with me tomorrow. Yes. All right, y'all have a good one, and I'll check with you on the other side. Good night.